Is a breaking news alert.
Breaking news to start us out here at 4. The abortion ban in Missouri is back in effect. More than 6 months after Amendment 3 legalizing the procedure was passed by voters, the legal battle takes a new turn this afternoon. Our Corey Stark is live in the newsroom for us, breaking down the new details. Corey.
Yeah, Cameron, good afternoon. Today, the Missouri Supreme Court decided the judge who overturned the ban did not meet the legal standard for issuing those temporary restraining orders. In December, Judge Jerry Zhang ruled the abortion ban to be unconstitutional. In February, she ruled licensing requirements for clinics who provide abortions were discriminatory. That cleared the way for abortions to resume across the state, including at the Planned Parenthood location in the Central West End. However, Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey asked the Supreme Court to step in, arguing women going to abortion facilities were not safe because of a lack of regulations. Missouri Supreme Court judges agreed, saying Zhang did not meet the legal standard in her rulings. Judge Zhang could reissue those orders with a different reasoning, but right now, in the midst of this legal limbo, abortions are banned. Now, we have reached out to Planned Parenthood to see how they're responding to this news, and so far, we are waiting to hear back. Cam.
Corey,